Welcome. You're here to see another unboxing video with me, Mike. So in this case, I just realized that this is not my package. This is actually a package for my girlfriend. So I'm going to return that to the desk, and instead of unboxing, we'll be unpacking this. Haha, see, I had something already on hand. So let's see what this is. That's funny. I'm gonna have to tell her about that. And no, I'm not reshooting it. I'm not that vain. I don't care. Let's see. What have I got in this package today? If you haven't seen one of my videos previously, I'm going to sound like a broken record if you have. But basically, I don't check ahead to see what it is that's supposed to have been delivered. So that way it's a surprise for me too. And I like to do that because then it's a little bit like Christmas every time I open one of these. So let me... just tear this off. I can see whichever book it is I've ordered moving around in there, so I want to be very careful. It's good packaging. I just don't want to risk cutting anything. Oh, this is cool. They included this Real Heroes comic, and that's awesome because I've actually been thinking about tracking these down again and putting together a set and listing them on eBay. So that's super cool. These were Pizza Hut comics that Marvel did in the 90s, 94 by the looks of it. And it was cool because it was called Real Heroes, and they had character team-ups, but they weren't the usual character team-ups. So as you see here, it's Black Panther, the Thing from Fantastic Four, Jubilee, and Professor X. And so each issue had, and I believe there's 4, I could be wrong about the number, but they team up against the villain, and it's 4 Marvel characters that you don't normally see teamed up together. And I always found that really cool and really interesting. So I'm super happy to get that. So thank you so much for that to the seller. And I love it when sellers do things like that. I try and throw in extras all the time, just as a way to say thank you. But this is the pièce de résistance. Superman meets the Quik Bunny, and I bought this purely for nostalgia reasons. The same reason that I'm really digging the trading card treats right now that I didn't know about when they originally came out. Trading card treats was a card series that wasn't available in stores. You only could get them by buying bags of packs that were meant to hand out for Halloween as an alternative to candy. In this case, the place that I used to trick-or-treat as a kid, there was a guy who had stacks of these comics in his home next to the door every Halloween, and he would hand these out with candy. Now, I don't know, he must have worked on it somehow. I don't know who he was. I was a kid. I didn't even have the wherewithal to ask him if, how he got so many copies of this. But I used to have multiple copies because I went to this guy's place every year, and he was handing them out like 3 years in a row. And I had a sibling who didn't collect comics, so that's probably where I got some of my multiples from before. And since then, I had sold them or moved, done whatever I did with them. But I wanted to grab this again, just purposely for nostalgia reasons, and to read it again, to take a look and see if, it was actually... Sometimes you're surprised at how well written some comics can be when they're licensed or when they're a crossover. Specifically the work of Bill Mantlo, I'm thinking of, from the 80s and early 90s, where he was kind of the guy Marvel would put on anything that was licensed that people thought, oh my God, how are they going to make a comic of this? And he would pull it off. So this is super cool. These are going to go into my personal collection. And when I have time to get to them, because I've got a lot of backlog in my personal collection, but once I've gone through them and gotten my enjoyment out of them, I'll make them available for others to enjoy as well. So I'm super happy with this. And as always, I plug something that you can find in my eBay store. In this case, right here, easily on hand, is an Earth 1 Volume 1 Wonder Woman hardcover by Grant Morrison and Yannick Paquette. And still factory sealed, so that's cool beans. and you can find that in my eBay store. By the time this video posts, it should be up. It could even be gone already, so if you want to grab it, make sure you check now, see if it's still there, and scoop it before somebody else does. That's it, that's all. Where do you find my eBay page? Well, it's connected to my professional author and illustration website, my creative page, which is at mikegagno.ca. Link in the description is what I'm trying to say. And you can find that there if you're interested in buying some premium collectibles or checking out the creative work that I do. That's it, that's all for today. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.